For
All
sure.
right, y'all.
Appreciate it.
Question number 1 for you and I, bro.
Bet.
Takiva Denham, what's up?
Shout out to Kiva.
Takiva said, how can men get over their childhood traumas that they learn from their mamas? That rhymes, Takiva. How can men get over their childhood traumas that they learn from their mamas?
Yeah.
Okay.
No commas. Ooh.
Example, trying to please your mama over your wife or emotional detachment.
Whoa.
That's a good one.
That's a real good one.
For all the mommy's boys out there.
Yeah, and I'm personally a mama's boy. You know what's crazy? I think that it involves. I think that it involves two things. I think there's two parts that go into it. I think that once the mom does acknowledge that her son is a mama's boy, I think the mom does need to lay that law down, or not the law down, but just lay a statement out saying like, hey, yo. All right, we back recording. So, the mother needs to say, hey, listen, like, you've done your job, you've been my son, you've taken care of me, whatever the case would be. Now this woman that you have, or this potential partner, she needs to be your main person. That needs to be your main, ideally what your priorities are, because you will forever either be doing two things. If you don't, not to say let your mama go, but if you don't get the idea out of there's another lady that's gonna come into your life, you will be forever comparing your partner or wife to your mom, or you will forever be putting mom over wife, which I believe personally, of course, this is all scenario based, but in reality, your mom is going to dwindle away. And when she does dwindle away, your partner is the only one that is left. So when it comes to energy of what you're gearing it to, and I'm not talking about like physically, like if your mom has cancer, yes, take care and do what you can for your mom in that sense. But when it comes to like, all right, mom, especially if mom has like a husband, like there's another man in your mom's life as well. Like, it shouldn't have to be you, and you should be able to allocate that love that was either shown to you towards your wife. That's my idea. But I think it plays two parts. I think the mom should be playing a part of setting that standard, or you personally as a man being like, letting your mom know, because it might be one of those scenarios where the mom believes that, you know how like whatchamacallit, believes that their son needs to be taking care of them because the father's not around, so the son needs to always take care of them because the mom brought her and him into the world, and etc.
Right.
But I think if more moms was like baby boy's mom, Tyrese's mom and baby boy, like, I think that
gotta leave the nest.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Gotta leave and just, live life. So I think that's what it is. I think also like throwing them out in the fire, like, hey, listen, see how it would be like not worrying about me or not thinking about me. I think the mom plays a major part in that aspect. I don't know.
Yeah, my take is so Takiva, the first thing is he has to be open and receptive to like rearranging his priorities in terms of women. If he's not open and receptive to that, like, you're gonna be beating a dead horse. He's still gonna, prioritize anything mom come with over you and him, y'all growth, y'all evolution, XYZ. So I would say first to have like an intentional conversation with that man, and the goal at the end of that conversation to be, does he even understand how the priority is supposed to change once you as his lady mean a certain amount of whatever to him, love, a matter of time, matter of history, however he grades your value, right? But first thing is, I would ask the man, does he even understand like the error in his ways, or is he even open to being, to using a different type of perspective, the one that you bring to the table, like, hey, I'm your lady now, I'm the wife, mama got to have a life too, Jody, blah, blah, blah. So if he is even open to it, then from there, I would tell you it's super important for that man to develop limitations and boundaries. And from there, that's when he's going to have to communicate those things with his mom, that like he's not her old man, and that he actually is somebody's official old man these days, and he has to play a specific role. And then from there, it'll be for his mom to respect such, or it'll be for him to create a healthy distance because his mom keep pushing a hard line. And I'm absolutely speaking from experience, so I'm telling you from the horse's mouth, like, hard conversations that I've had to have, setting limitations and boundaries. And I'll check any fucking body. I'll check my grandma if she tripping. I'll check one of y'all grandma. I'll check whoever. So with that in mind, those are gonna have to be some hard conversations because that's your mom. You feel me? That's your parent. So you are gonna have to find like a healthy way to articulate how you feel and letting them know like, Mom, I'm not 13 no more. You got to take the titty out, and I want to be a big boy. I want to wipe my own ass and do stuff that adults do. And then from there, I like I said, sis, from there, once you establish that, it's gonna be one or two things, in my opinion, that's gonna take place. Mama gonna understand her role, and she gonna fall in as well as your old man, or your old man not gonna see it from your way. He's still gonna want to prioritize and jump and run whenever his mama say so, and then you gonna have to decide whether you want to play second, to the relationship with that man and his mom. But I know for me, just giving some background, I remember my pops always taught me, like, when I sustain my own family, sustain it by all means, no matter who get involved, even if it's him. So I remember him, like, specifically teaching her, like, son, when you get a family and a woman that you find worthy of that, me and your mama become your secondary because you now got your own family that you got to lead, guide, and be there for. So that's your primary, and we're not your secondary. But until then, we'll be your primary, but, yeah.
Right, yeah. She said thank you, by the way, in the chat.
No problem. No problem, Sakiva.
Yeah, and I agree. Quick with that too, right? So just a sidebar question: who comes first? As in, and there's always this question that I always thrown out there to men: like, is it mom, wife, or kids? And then who comes first? And me personally, I always say it's scenario based, but from the question alone, like, what would you go with first?
So, bro, for me, it goes wife, kids, mom.
Okay, so why would you say that?
All right, so my mama is the past generation. I'm the current. My children are the future.
Right.
Like, just to give y'all some details, like, I don't allow my children to tell on one another. Mm-hmm. So for that generation, it's already being instilled in, like, you don't rat. You're going to ride with your sibling no matter what. Even if it means lying to me. Like, I have told my children, it's like, if y'all start a lie, live with that lie. But y'all better come rat as a team and everybody be like, let's tell daddy the truth, fuck it. But no, out of the 7 of them, nobody better not be the one that's telling. Right. So for me, bro, my goal is to, because I look at it like I've either already run my race, even though I'm only 32, or I'm running my race. Right. So I've built the relationships and whatnot with my siblings, and we solidified. I'm more interested in my children. Like, basically, my children relationship amongst siblings comes priority to their relationship with me. Right. I would be secondary because that is the future, and I'd rather my future be intact than me, like, create some tit for tat or favorite or, tell on that sibling, you the rat, you the good one because you always tell, you in trouble type of environment. So, like I say, bro, mom's is the past. Right. So, for me, I'm going to focus on my current and sustaining that, because even as parents, and I think a lot of parents miss this part, is like, you have to be a certain level of content and happy to even be like a dope ass parent. Right. So, like, I'm gonna nurture me first,
of course,
and nurture the relationships that make me feel amazing first. Right. And then I'm gonna get to my children, or I say it'd be wife and kids even. But if I had to put 1 over 1, it's gonna go wife, kids. I catch my mom and them later. Like,
yeah.
We had our time. I lived with y'all for 17 years, and I got the hell on. Like,
right. It's crazy. So anytime I'm asked that question, and I don't have either, right? I don't have a wife nor a kid, so I'm just going based off of my assumption of what I think I would be or do. But I always say kids, wife, then parents. Of course, I say me first. I say first off, I'm always gonna heal myself, because if I ain't good, if I ain't straight, or if I don't give my energy to make myself good, I can't do anything for anybody, either one of them. Mm-hmm. So once I get myself out the way, though, I only say kids first because I feel like mom already done live life. Like, she already done live life, and then me and my wife, I feel like we also, in a sense, live life enough to where I feel like I'll be gearing to my kids to prepare them enough to where if we were not around, they will be able to live, enjoy living life or flourish in life. Like, so I'd rather, like, instill what I can instill. I guess that's still partnership too, because it would be with my wife. But I guess I'm thinking, if it's like they're usually the crazy scenario, like, oh, if you got to choose one and the rest die. Like, okay, well, that's usually how they play it out. And,
It depends on what's gonna kill them though, because if I got a solution.
Yeah.
If it's bad guys or something,
Right.
just set their ass on fire, or blow the house up or something. But it's all scenario based.
Yeah, that was it's scenario based. But yeah, I don't know. I always chose the kids because I felt like they had way more life to live than us. Like at age 31 now, I feel like if I had a kid and it's like I'll go ahead and I done lived a lot. I done seen a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like okay, let the kid live and enjoy the rest of their life type deal. Or
and bro, that is naturally how I function. So like I answered it that way because it's based saying like we gotta choose.
Right.
But if I brought them into like what I deem is my perfect world, I do pour a lot into them. I agree, like they the future, and I want their experiences to be like turned up. So yeah, we gonna go shoot guns, and if y'all want to get on jets, we gonna get on jets, and if y'all want to be on a pony tomorrow, we gonna get a pony. And yeah.
All right.
You know everything about sports, everything about music, what weed is popping, what's designer, what's this and that, but you don't know shit about yourself. So a lot of you guys are just well-dressed vessels.